Good morning. Today we are going to be covering how to write equations of lines whenever they give you the slope and the y-intercept. Recall the graph of an equation of slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. B will be where the line crosses the y-axis. Now, if we need to be able to write an equation of a line and they're giving you guys the slope and the y-intercept, that's going to be a very quick process. So let's look at example number 1. On example number 1, they tell you that write the equation of a line with slope of -3. Now I want you guys to circle in red the slope. Slope will be, remember we've been doing it in red, so I want you guys to circle the slope in red. The slope is -3, and the y-intercept will be with your highlighter, and I want you guys to highlight the y value. First, let's write down the equation y is equal to mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. So now we can just substitute. Y is equal to -3 x. The y-intercept will be 5. It's positive 5, so I'm going to write down plus 5. And now we have the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Let's continue with example number 2. We're going to go through the same process. They're asking you, write the equation of a line with slope of 4 and y-intercept of 0, -2. So I need you guys to circle your slope with the red pen. The y-intercept is -2. Let's write down the equation of the line. Y is equal to mx plus b, where b is your y-intercept and m is your slope. So now we can substitute the information that's given to us. Y is equal to, that'll be 4x. This is a -2, so that'll be -2. Very simple process. Go and try example number 2 and 3 and see what you get. Go and pause it. Great. For example number 3, they're telling you guys that the slope is -1/4 and your y-intercept is -3. I'm going to write down the equation of the line. Y is equal to mx plus b, where b is your y-intercept. That's where the line crosses the y-axis. And m is your slope. So I'm going to substitute what the information that's given to me. Y is equal to -1/4, that's your slope, x, y-intercept is -3. And be sure to box in your answer so I know that's your final answer. Next problem. Write the equation of a line with slope of -1 and the y-intercept is 0, 4. So red pen, slope is -1, highlighter, y-intercept is 4. Let's go and write the equation, mx plus b. So your b is your y-intercept, that's where the line crosses the y-axis. And m is your slope, the rise over the run. We have y is equal to, your slope is -1, -1x. This is a positive 4, so it'll be plus 4. Now, some of you guys might choose to write down as -x plus 4. Remember, if the coefficient is 1, we don't need to write it down. Let's go over to example number 3. On example number 3, they're giving you guys the graph. So in order to be able to write the equation in slope-intercept form, we need two key information. We need our slope need the y-intercept. Now our slope, first we need to determine if the slope is positive or negative, so I'm going to write the word slope on the line. It's going up, so I know that my slope will be positive. Is rise over run, so it'll be the rise over the run, and I need you guys to make your slope triangle, so it'll be the rise, up 2, and to the right 3. So up 1, 2, and to the right 1, 2, 3. Rise 2, run 3. Now the B is the y-intercept, and that's where the line crosses the y-axis, so it's crossing the y-axis at 1. From there we can write down the equation, so let me write down the formula. B is your y-intercept, that's where the line crosses the y-axis, which is positive 1, and M is your slope. We have y is equal to 2 over 3x, and then this is a positive 1, so it'll be plus 1. Let's continue with letter B. In order to be able to write the equation of a line, I need to find my slope and the y-intercept. First, I need to decide if my slope is positive or negative, so I'm going to write the word slope. My slope is negative. Now I'm going to use my slope triangle. Remember, you want to start with the lowest point. So my slope triangle will be rise over run. Will be rise over run. The rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. The run is 1. So up 4 and to the right 1. Or we can write it down as negative 4. My B is where the line crosses the y-axis, so it's crossing at 1, 2, 3. So my B is 3. Now I can substitute that into my slope-intercept form. So y is equal to M is your slope. I'm going to just write down negative 4x. I don't need the over 1 because I'm not graphing it. It's already graphed for me. And then plus 3. Go ahead and try the next two problems. See what you get and we can compare our answers. Now notice that they don't give you the points like they do here. So you need to be able to select the points. And I'm going to say, okay, where else does it cross? It's right here. And do the same thing for B. So go through the same process as we did before. Try it by yourself. Go and pause it. And then we can check our answers. Great. So for the next problem, in order to be able to find the equation in slope-intercept form, we need two key information. We need M and B. First, I need to decide if my slope is positive or negative, so I'm going to write the word slope. In this case, my slope is going down, so I know my slope will be negative. Now, I need to use my slope triangle to find the rise over the run. I'm going to start with the lowest point. I'm going to go rise over run. So 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 3 over 4. Now, B is where the line crosses the y-axis, so the B is at 3. Now that I have both the slope and the y-intercept, I can plug it into the slope-intercept form. My M is the negative 3/4 x, and my B is 3, so it will be positive 3. Be sure to box in your answers. Letter B. I'm going to go and find points so I can locate my slope. This one's easy to find. The next one, it's right here. Now some of you guys might choose this one, but you get the same. You should get the same slope. First, let me decide if it's positive or negative. So I'm going to write the word slope on the line. I'm writing up, so I know this is positive. I'm going to make my slope triangle. So it'll be the rise over the run. So up 2 to the right 1. And I can write this down as just as positive 2. My b is where the line crosses the y-axis, which is at 0. I'm going to plug it into the formula. So we have y is equal to positive 2 over 1, or just positive 2x, and then plus 0. I don't need to write down the 0, so I can just leave it as 2x. Y is equal to 2x.